Oh, I see that I'm live. I didn't know I was live. Hello, hello. Hold on. Bright light here. Okay, now I'm gonna make it lower. With a speed run, this should be obvious that I was gonna submit this for shots fired. I submit this game for like every marathon I do. It's Marathon Durandal. It's a 2007 port of the 1995 Bungie game, but in 2019, Microsoft from the highest heavens decided to re-release the game for Xbox One's arcade. And so now, I give you Kindergarten. I'm going to hit this in about four seconds. We're gonna start. As soon as you see like a guy standing, that's when you start. So let's go. And go. So Marathon is basically like Halo, but it's not like Halo, but it is, but it's not. Halo is a spiritual successor to Halo is the spiritual successor to Marathon, and there's objectives. The first one we have to do after I pick up this ammo is to repair things, you know, punch things, flip things, insert things in like chips into slots. When I'm picking up an AR, which we normally don't do, I've noticed you can make the run a bit more consistent if you have a bit more ammo, and you can do some neat tricks with a bit more ammo as well. So we picked that up. And there's some minute differences between the PC and Mac version and this version, but the most important thing is that the physics are completely different. So I have to approach tricks, the grenade jumps, in a different fashion than how you would do them on the Mac and PC version. We're done with level 1. Level 2 is exploration. You know, I explored the city of Charlotte, North Carolina today. I went to the IKEA store. It was fun exploring that. And it's fun exploring this level because in order to explore this level, we just need to walk right in front of this terminal and we've completed the level. Not by the fact that we got to the terminal, but because the polygon we need to touch was right in front of it. This level, though, not so much. I have to go out of my way to read this and teleport here. There is a polygon behind a wall that I need to hit, which I'm just going to do this. On Mac and PC, you can back boost, damage boost yourself over to here. It's actually slower to do that on Xbox, so I just don't even bother. Okay. So, last polygon we needed to touch was right there, but before we head back to the terminal that was at the start of the level, I'm going to pick up this ammo, which leaves us with 12-ish full clips and 5-ish full grenades. Good. And now we get into the objective I don't like, which is extermination, but I like it on this version because this level has a weird bug on Mac and PC version where if you go too high in a Z coordinate from enemies, they'll actually despawn, and this level involves flooding this section, which we're going to do right now. On Xbox, we don't have to worry about that bug. We can just basically skip all the enemies. I think I'll shoot maybe one enemy this entire level. Oh no! Hold on. I wasn't expecting this. That's fine. Marathon's physics are wonky, so we can get away with messing up horrifically. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a death. Nice thing about this version is when you die, you start at the beginning of the level. You die in the Mac PC version, you go straight back to your last save. And I don't know if you noticed this, I haven't saved, so that would be, I don't know, level 1 that you go back to. Very beginning, first frame of the game. Let's try this again. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've not actually been able to practice today because I had to wake up at 5 this morning to catch a 6:45 train. And I don't know if you know this, but trying to practice a video game on a train is not good. Very bumpy. Okay, so now that we have successfully flooded and not died, good job me, we can wake up all the rest of the enemies. And I'm going to be thorough just so we don't have any dumb moments. And we're just going to wake up everything. Technically, we don't have to wake up this section, but we're just going to do it anyway. Shoot a grenade there to help with killing the enemies. The Bobs are a bit more, they're the civilians here. They're a bit more alert on this version. They're kind of lazy on the other versions of the game. And they annoy us. But we're done with the level. Also, yes, Boomer. Anyway. Come and take your medicine. No, I'm not asking you. That's the name of the level. It's a repair level. It's actually fairly short in terms of where you actually have to go. This level is, like, huge, though. And it highlights one of the nice things about the marathon games where, you know, except for the first game. Maps are very huge. A lot of non-linearity in order to complete levels. For instance, we're just going to not bother with anything, and we're just going to go up here. Gonna line myself up, swim up, gonna hold primary, and then take damage here, enjoy the nice Doppler effect. And then by doing that, we don't spawn enemies here until we're actually leaving. And that panel I broke completes the level. So all we have to do is go here. On to Excathedra. Fun fact, Doug Zartman, the voice of Bob, made this level. It's apparently based off an actual building. In the context of the game's plot, which the plot is kind of convoluted, and let's be honest, it's not really important in terms of for what you actually have to do. This is a meditation center for the Four race, which are the enemies of the series. Well, until you get to the third game, and then it gets weird. So I put a chip in a well, don't question, I don't get it either. And that starts a lift that you can't hear just yet. And we need to beat that lift before it goes back up. It's currently going up, and in about a second it's going to start going down. And yeah, we need to get it on it and fairly on the floor before it goes back up. So we're just gonna bounce. Bounce. Oh, am I gonna get bamboozled again? No, I didn't. That happened during my GDQ submission yesterday. It was fun. All the four troopers were getting in the way. Alright, I'm just gonna save. Because I want to kind of have full 2x health. You can go up to 3 times health on this. Oh, by the way, the Mac and PC versions of this game, completely free to play. Bungie made them free to download, I believe. I can't remember exactly what year, but the engine's been open source since, I believe, 2000. Also, I am reading chat. It's just this run is a bit complicated. So this is curiouser and curiouser. I have 3 panels that I have to break, and I need to stress the word I have to break them. You can technically get into the little area that the exit terminal's at, but the devs actually planned ahead and put a little funny message there if you tried to cheat and warp yourself in there or just, you know, edit polygons. I can probably still pull off the jump that I want to do, the amount of health I have. And that works out because now I have the right amount of ammo to do this, which skips having to hit some switches, so we can leave. Alright, you ready to see a sick jump? Trademark. Okay, so this is what I call a jank jump. And I'm going to have to try again because the physics on the Xbox version are a bit particular. I think I could probably pull this off with the amount of grenades I have, so let's try this again. Nope! Okay, we're gonna try that one more time, and I'm just gonna clear the clips. On the PC version, you only have to take damage once. Ah! You know what? We're just gonna do this intended. Screw it. Yes. I don't want to take too many deaths. But yeah, you can you know, skip having to do this. Now I get to take the walk of shame up the stairs here. And do some nice hovering. I'm actually going to waste a grenade here so I have enough to clear this pit of lava. Like that. You have to do that backwards on Mac and PC version, and it's a bit scary. A lot of the tricks on the Mac and PC version are a bit scary. That's why I like playing this version a bit more, although I am slowly working my way back through the Mac and PC version, so look out for that soon. Alright, so we're going to heal to full 1x, and we're going to do a little jump, which is why I had to heal. I'm going to waste a grenade, so we can avoid waking up some enemies. So here, there we go. Made it. Thank you, Jank Physics. And as you saw, there's a lot of cyborg tank enemies. And I just breezed past them. They won't come back over here for some reason, due to how the engine works. Also, you can activate switches if they're active through walls or platforms. So we don't even have to go through the little song and dance in order to get through the level. That switch that I hit through the platform is the one that completes the level. So now we can head back to the start. Let's see if we have a lunch line. Aw. Oh no, we don't, because I killed all the enemies. I forgot. But now the hard stuff rolls, because that's the name of the level, hard stuff rolls. We're going to pick up a ×2 health, and we're going to try to not lose any health in this level and the next. Because there's a jump 2 levels from now that I need as much health as I can, ideally. That being said, we're still going to be doing sick tricks like that, which skips having to walk around. And this isn't a sick trick, but I just like blowing these cyborgs up. So this is an exploration level. Luckily, the polygon you need to hit is right near the end. The game implies that you need to go in and read these computer terminals. Nah, fam, just hit that. Okay, you're done. Let's go. Alright, so now we're in Bob's Big Date. They got a bow tie all ready to go. So there's a cycle that I want to try to beat so I can basically just hover up to the exit, but considering that, I'm not going to get it. But we have a lot of backups that we can do in this level. Yeah, that's... So I'm just going to go as far down as I can and hover. And thanks to the wonderful physics of this game, I don't have to bother with doing anything silly. Alright, so we're heading into the last level of the first half. Oh, wonderful hitbox. Okay, got worse spawn. Yeah, good stuff. There are 9 spawns in this level, if I recall correctly. Normally, most levels have 8 spawns. Some have 7. This has 9 for some reason. And we're gonna do a jump. We're gonna do a sick jump. And I have to get this jump because it's, doing this level intended is an absolute slog. And I'd rather not do that. 3, 4, 5. Good. We made it. Read the terminal through the wall. And we're done with the level. And unlike my GDQ submission, I'm not going to make a horrible mistake and not pick up these shotguns. That's fun. I'm going to have to re-record it because of that. I felt so stupid messing up like that. So, this is, if I had a rocket launcher, I'd make somebody pay. Technically, there's no objective on this. The objective, it's already completed. We just got to get to the end. So we're going to pick up the titular rocket launcher. There it is. But before we do that, I'm going to hit the switch. And oof. That's fine. I have this backup. Purple canister. Okay, I actually have to get over here now because I have to listen and see a cue. For which we will start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the minimum amount of time you have to wait before you can actually clear that gap. Okay, so now we're in Sorry Don't Make It So. It's a revisit to a Marathon 1 level, but it doesn't have this sick lift right here that you can do to skip straight to the end. This is technically an extermination mission, but thank goodness it's not, because the flag wasn't set properly, so we can just go straight to the end. And on previous versions of Aleph 1, the source port, that would crash, soft lock the game because there was a weird bug called the heartbeat glitch, which it's literally a one-line fix, and it was patched in 1.3. So yay! All right, into the level where I'm not gonna actually look at chat at all because this level is absolute pain. It's called Begging for Mercy. Makes me angry. 8 rooms, 8 switches, 8 panels. We're going to start with the first one. Since I had to use the AR in my GDQ submission, which I'm going to have to re-record, I couldn't use these shotguns to snipe because... oh, before I go on that, fun fact. None of the weapons in Marathon are hit scan. I know that seems hard to believe, but they're not. They are all projectile weapons. There are actual bullets. And there's a map for a map pack that I'm helping with that actually shows this in action. But regardless of that, the reason I bring that up is because since the shotgun shells go faster than the AR bullets and the grenades, you can snipe that switch before those enemies that were there spawn in that first room. I'm going to try not to get hit a lot. Also, if you haven't drunk water, don't worry. There's a break period for you to drink some water. It's very important to drink water. Very important. I drank a lot of water already today, so I'm gonna have me a nice zero sugar soda. But that's about 4 panels from now. Come on. So I need to point out when I'm doing that 4th room and the 6th room after, or the room after this one, I'm having to like do like a weird GoldenEye alien grip on the controller because you have to swim, fire, and actuate buttons basically at the same time. It's fun. And on a 360 Xbox One controller, it's still a funky design. Okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot I have to do it in one more room. Also, this level is infamous for having enemies just clog up the hallways, which is why having the shotgun going into that is really nice. Also, dark humor. Funny! It's funny. Okay. So now I'm gonna snipe a switch with the shotgun, which I did. And you saw how long it took for the bullets to actually hit the end. Now, break one more panel, and I need to be firmly on the ground when I hit this. Oop. Because it's an exit platform. And now we're in the big house. Drink that water. And while we do that, I'm going to punch this enforcer because although I'm trapped in this little room, I can technically do some things to help speed the level up. 15 seconds after the level starts, the mobs spawn in. Every 15 seconds after that, if the mobs have not teleported out, since it's a rebellion, since they started with little health, yeah, every enemy has to die in that level. That is the only level like that. So now we start with literally a pistol, this side toward enemy, which has some nice melee fighting. Some nice pistol base hovering. Yes, that's right. We're going to use the inertia of the recoil of the pistol to fly across, and I messed it up, but that's fine. You could literally shoot the pistol and the inertia will help you hover over to that platform and make it without falling into the water. Seriously, Marathon's physics are why I love playing this. You could just do the jankest stuff ever. Fun fact, watch the fastest run for Marathon Infinity now. Like, we skip a good portion of the game now because we squeeze through a door going so fast. It's great. I'm gonna pick up the second pistol. And then I'm going to go here. And I have to approach this a bit weird because if I mess up, I have to basically loop back around. But I didn't. Let's see how many of these compilers, which are the robed enemies, I can avoid. 2 of them, so that's the double. I can activate the switches before I can actually see them. Mr. Marathon has a very, very long hand, very long arm. Oop, I messed up. I'm supposed to hit the switch and then go over here. So there's a fusion pistol over here that we can use to make the next level a bit less painful. And I'm just gonna be honest with you right now. I hate the next level with a passion. Gobble Short the Dead. You heard that kabloom. So yeah, this introduces properly the exploding bobs. Technically they showed up in If I Had a Rocket Launcher, but this is the level where they become a nuisance. Extermination mission. Most of the enemies are the exploding bobs. Notice they are dressed in green. Your friendly bobs are sometimes dressed in green as well. Lucky shot there, by the way. I had no idea which one it was. I basically took a guess. Also, you want to hear a fun surround sound thing. That never gets old. Okay, so we're going to head up these stairs. And I'm going to now go into the second half of this section. But I have to take it very carefully because if I don't, I can die and have to restart. And I do not want to restart this level if I have the choice. 3 bobs here I want to look for. There we go. Hunter. That's fine, I'll just get rid of the bob. I gotta get the bob out of the way anyway so I can get through. Okay, so... Bobbo. Where are you, Bobbo? There you are. 2. 3. Very lucky. I got all 3 in that room from 1 bob shot. That bob, that green bob's perfectly fine. I don't know why they have mustard in their bodies, but I'm not gonna complain. Maybe it's Dijon mustard. I don't know. Alright, so almost done with the level. Oh, they said the line, and I was talking, so you didn't hear it. That wonderful Frog Blast event core. The fantastic line of absolute nonsense. Wait, did I spawn on the ground? That's neat. My own private thermopylae. This has, I think both versions of the jump on this level are pretty sick. They both involve us having full 1x health. We can take some damage in the first part of the level, but once I hit the switch on the first section, I can't take any damage before the second section in any capacity. So now we're gonna go through. We're gonna pick up some ammo. The bobs, I mean, they're doing their best. Doing their best. Come on, Bobbo. I found out that bobs can actually snipe the 4 that would spawn right here during my GDQ submission. It's pretty neat. Okay, so let's grab this. Do we have Tap Dance a Bob? Wonderful. Gonna be a star one of these days. Oh, Bob Jam. I'm sorry, Bob. I just gotta do it. And if I don't get rid of all of you, then I'm gonna have a painful time because you can snipe me better than I can snipe you. Alright, I actually have to burn all my ammo for my grenades because this will take all 7, more than likely. So I need to start here. Take damage so I can go hovering. Okay, I was too short on the grenade, but that's fine. And with that, we skip having to go through a whole bunch of stuff, going back to the starting section, going up a lift that we have to actuate, which is right here. That's a weird device. And I'm not going to pick up the rocket launcher like I normally would on this level, because I found out you don't need it. So now we're going to kill my television. Sorry, kill your television by taking a swim down. And this level, I love this level. I think this is one of my favorite levels, and it's because it has a wonderful jump in it. It's named after a very notable person who not only did some considerable routing for this series, at least the first and second games, but they're also a very notable figure in speedrunning marathons of yore. The yellow shirt guy himself, Blue Glass, was one of the routers for the first marathon. They submitted Marathon Infinity in SGDQ 2014. That is distinctly burned into my brain. But yeah, we named a jump in this game for this route after Blue Glass because it's a sick jump. And we're glad they found it out. But to get to that jump, we gotta do some maneuvering. Gotta get full ×2 health. Gonna heal. Okay, now since we got the full ×2, I'm going to swim up to here. Luckily, in the time that it took us to heal all the way to ×2, this water has gotten all the way to the top, so we don't have to wait at all. I'm gonna actuate the switch. Notice that a lot of the levels in this second half involve hitting 2 switches and then leaving. I'm not going to complain. It's a very simple objective. Very nice repair objective. You can spread out stuff through the maps. Okay. So if I mess this up, it's 30-ish seconds time loss. So let's go here. Let me just make sure. Yep. Going to start swimming. Hold actuation for primary. 2, 3, and we made it. And so with that, we skip complete BS of having to run all the way around 2 whole circuits. And now we head into the final extermination mission of the game, and one of my favorites, Where the Twist Flops, because this level just has a lot of ways that you can finish it. I think the worst type of extermination mission is the one that, even though it doesn't seem like it's linear, it's very linear. This one, you can do it in whatever order you want, just as so long as you do it. And I should clarify that extermination missions, you have to kill all but 8 of the enemies, unless it's rebellion. That's something that's not really specified in the documentation, but that is how it is in the game's source code, which you can view at source.bungie.org. No, that's the source port. I can't remember where the actual source code is properly at. I know there's a mirror of it on GitHub that you can peruse through if you want. And Infinity's source code is also available on the interwebs. Marathon 1's not, and it probably never will. That's fine. Perfectly fine. So I'm gonna wake up the Bobs at the bottom, so they can duel it out with the 4. And I'm just gonna do this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now we're going to finish this level. We're not going to leave just yet, but we have one more section we got to do. But luckily, since the Bobs have killed most of the enemies, it's not a pain. Okay, good. Alright, charge shot here. Charge shot there. And then we're going to charge 2 more shots because we have to... Ah, I didn't get it. That's fine. So, fun fact, other than that texture problem right there, you can actuate the switch twice as soon as it finishes to skip having to wait for it to go back up. Oh, thank goodness I had invincibility, because I would have gotten actually angry just then. Ooh. Because that's a dumb mistake. Right there. But we're done. We're going to head into Beware of Abandoned Rental Trucks. Ah, catchy name. It's about on par with a converted church in Venice, Italy from Marathon Infinity. Which is also a sick level. Alright, so I'm going to snipe this switch here. Which I didn't. Now I did. And I'm running out of invincibility. It's about 45 seconds long. And I don't want to actually be in the polygon where the door is when I fire my shot because it's a sound sensitive polygon. So if I was to shoot the gun, enemies would have spawned in. I don't want to actually shoot anything right now until I'm actually going to be going downward. Because it's also going to wake up enemies. There are things called zone borders that kind of separate actuations. Oh, I almost flew out of the window. Okay. Yes, there is a window in this level you can fly out of, and soft lock. Which, I mean, on this version, it's not like the end of the world. On PC and Mac, though, that's a reset. Plain simple. Unless you were smart enough to save at the beginning of the level, but why would you do that? Okay, so now we're in the Reek Room for Cyborg. And I'm going to do this, just kind of speed this up. Okay, I got on the platform this time. I did a smart, because if I was to got on that platform when it was already at the bottom, like finished moving, it would have started going back up, and that would have been dumb time loss. Speaking of dumb time loss, I can't actuate the switch by walking onto it. I have to hit this button here. Yeah, the enemies can just do as they please. But that's fine, because I'm just going to do this to skip having to hit the button. See, that's why the Xbox version is my favorite. You don't even have to bother saving. It auto-saves for you. Technically. Because it doesn't... You can't, like, load the auto-save, like, from the menu. It's specific to the session of that playthrough. Okay, so we're done with that level. Had to hit a bunch of switches. Heading into the last chapter of the game. I'll say this: the only game for the only marathon version for the Mac that I actually actively like do stuff for is Infinity, because Infinity has the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing called Input Sprocket, and Input Sprocket is your friend. Because dual mouse input. I can right click and left click, and there'll be 2 separate things and not just fire. Okay, so I need to shoot that switch. I'm not going to heal. I don't have to do a dumb rocket jump. Even though it's pretty sick, it's pretty dumb because you're under a health constraint when you do it on Mac PC. Gonna make these two exploding bobs catch on fire. Gonna hit the switch, and while we're waiting for that door to open, we're gonna hit this switch, which is going to actuate the last switch that we can hit. Well, not actually actuate it, but it's gonna let us hit it. So we can do some nice jumps. Oh, that's fine. That's not fine. Okay. Hold on. I gotta improvise. Fun fact, if I was to die as I was teleporting out, like here, and then hit A, it would show the chapter screen for this chapter, but then the game would just absolutely crash. Don't ask me how I know that. Okay. I'm gonna take a safety. I should have expected that. I'm gonna pick this up. Full times 2. I was gonna grab this after I was done doing this, but screw it. Ah! That's fine. I don't want to take too much damage, and I can't. I'll have to take damage twice to actually make that, so I actually have to wait for it to go down, unfortunately. Come on. Come on, baby. Here we go. There we go. Now we can try again. A wonderful song by Supertramp off their first album. You should listen to it. It's pretty good. Okay, so now we're moving, and since I've already had to do all the stuff I've done so far, I'm just gonna pick up this ×3. Technically, I wouldn't do it normally, but it's a speedrun marathon. Let's have safety for the run. Ooh, because stuff like that'll happen, and that. I love hitboxes that are as big as Lambeau Field. Luckily, I got past that enemy before their hitbox started being a thing. On to the last level. All roads lead to Saul. This level is pretty sick as an IL. I would basically heal to... I don't even think I would heal to ×3. I think I would just literally pick up the rocket launcher and just go for it. No, I would have to, because... Here. You would blast yourself in the face with a rocket, go flying over here. And then continue on your merry way. There's the juggernauts. We'll see like one more, maybe 2 more if we're lucky. Okay, we're gonna be lucky. We're gonna see 2 more. But there's a Bungie secret terminal that we would take on the Mac PC version, and then we would have to do the ending completely submerged with lava. But since we're technically doing the level intended, I'm not gonna do that with that much health. We can not have to deal with hitting tab and page down repetitively. Also, get ready to hit the magic button. Gonna do this. Teleport. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. It's fine. Gonna fire this. Gotta wait. And then we're good. Read and time.
And now I will turn my head to see what the time is.
We're almost there. Any day now. 38:06. Good stuff. And that was even taking into consideration dumb mess ups. So yeah, this run has definitely gotten to the point where I can get recordings under 40 minutes consistently. So I think that's good for submitting for marathons. I wish I could say the same for Extreme Rise of the Triad. Oof. Maybe I'll submit that next shots fired. But yeah, this is TBCR, and now I'm gonna go lay down for a bit because I've only had like 5 hours of sleep, and I gotta watch Digimon in like an hour. So bye bye.